with us because we have also heard from the BJP. This is BJP's Amit Malviya's tweet on this recent property war that broke out between the Prime Minister and the Rahul Gandhi. The Congress Manifesto 2024 is clear, is what the Amit Malviya has said, and I'm going to continue the lines from his tweet. It specially states the following: Congress will conduct a nationwide socio-economic and caste census to enumerate the castes and the subcastes and their socio-economic conditions, and based on the data, we will strengthen the agenda for affirmative action. So that's the word coming in from BJP's Amit Malviya in response to the jibe that came in from Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge and of course Rahul Gandhi. We have CNN News 18's Aman Sharma also joining us on the broadcast. Aman, if we were to talk about the redistribution promise that has been made by Rahul Gandhi in one of his rallies, what exactly did he mean by that? Please walk us through that first.
Well, Sakshi, see, what the Prime Minister has essentially said yesterday is that the Congress is promising a financial and an institutional survey which amounts to a wealth redistribution survey. Are they planning to redistribute wealth of the people amongst the minority community? That is the PM's charge, and he's combined 2-3 things into this. Number one, the Congress in its manifesto has promised a socio and economic caste census and taking affirmative action on it, ensuring that the minorities of the country get their fair share in various sectors, be it jobs, be it healthcare, etc. That is what the Congress manifesto mentions. But on April 6th, when Rahul Gandhi was speaking on this manifesto in Hyderabad, to quote Mr. Rahul Gandhi, he used this line that we will do he mentioned the caste census, but then he said, after that, we will do a financial and institutional survey to find who holds the country's wealth, what section holds it, and then we will undertake a revolutionary work. Whatever is your right, we will work on giving you the same, be it in the media, the bureaucracy, all the institutions. He was referring to earlier the caste census that will be done on the backwards, SC, STs, poor of general caste and the minorities. Now the Prime Minister is asking, what is this financial and institutional survey, this revolutionary work that Rahul Gandhi is referring to post the socio-economic caste census that has already been promised by the Congress in manifesto, and the Prime Minister is taking this back now to the 2006 speech of former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh at that time, when Manmohan Singh had said that the first right of the country's resources has to be on certain sections. He mentioned, the BJP says he mentioned minorities, especially Muslims, while the Congress says that the earlier part of Manmohan Singh's statement in the same speech has been ignored, where he was actually referring to SC, STs, minorities, women and other sections. So in a way, the Prime Minister now saying, the PMO had then issued a clarification, but that had not cut eyes, and Narendra Modi, Sakshi, then was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, present in that hall when Manmohan Singh made that statement. It was Narendra Modi who then took great offense to this speech, and today also Manmohan Singh is referring to that 2006 speech of Manmohan Singh, combining it with Rahul Gandhi's April 6 statement in Hyderabad about this wealth redistribution survey, and then hence leveling the allegation on the Congress, raising this question that is the Congress party trying to do a wealth redistribution survey which will transfer the wealth of Indians to specifically the minorities. Obviously, the Congress is saying that this is a lie. We have never said that very clearly. The manifesto doesn't say it, but it is, I think, Rahul Gandhi's statement on April 6 which has brought the Congress into trouble here, and that is what the Prime Minister is really attacking the Congress for.
Right, Aman. Please stay with us because we have Payal Mehta joining us live on the broadcast as well. Payal, a very good morning to you. Please help us understand this particular statement written by Amit Malviya that we will ensure that banks will provide institutional credit to minorities without discrimination, but at the same time, Prime Minister has taken a jibe at the opposition by mentioning the urban Naxals and, of course, the infiltrators.
Well, the Prime Minister in fact spoke about the fact that unlike the previous governments, which is the Congress government in particular, they had actually played a lot of appeasement politics, but his is the government which does not discriminate amongst people. So even if 80 crore ration is distributed to the public, it's done without any discrimination. If Mudra loans are given out, it's done without any kind of discrimination. It's given to all strata of society. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas and Sabka Vishwas is what Prime Minister speaks about the fact. And also recently in an interview to Newsweek, also he spoke about the fact that any Western biases towards the fact that minorities are suffering in India is completely coming out of bias, and that's not the reality as well. So that is something which the Prime Minister has really spoken about. He's also had engagements with various stratas of society, various minority units also, whether it's Christians, whether it's Jains or even Muslim units in the past also. So to assign any kind of motive to it is completely uncalled for, and the Prime Minister over there going on to say that there is no need for anybody to appease any community. And you've seen what the Congress party's manifestos in the past have also looked like, and like Prime Minister Narendra Modi has quoted Prime Minister Manmohan Singh essentially saying that the first adhikar or the country's wealth is going to be on a certain community. That is something which is completely uncalled for. That is a reflection of the Congress's mindset. That's something which the Prime Minister has really elaborated and said. And of course, you've seen BJP leaders jump up and really say that this is the true face of the Congress party. For them, vote bank politics means everything. The development of the entire country does not mean anything, and that's the reason this is the same government and this is the same party did not allow the building of the Ram temple to really happen. During their regime, they did not allow the Somnath Mandir to happen. That's something also which the leaders in Gujarat are quoting essentially. So that's something which, of course, exposes the true face of the Congress party. So this war of words, after what Prime Minister Narendra Modi said yesterday, is only expected to be to escalate further, and we can hope that we can see that both sides will react effectively as far as this is really concerned. On one front, the Congress party is calling the Prime Minister and the BJP a bunch of liars. On the other front, the BJP leaders are saying that the facts are there for everybody to see, because what Prime Minister Manmohan Singh back then had said is a matter of record. It's not something which is being said out of thin air. It's a matter of record. It's a matter of documented evidence that one is speaking about.
Right, and Pallavi, going back to you, Pallavi has been waiting for us very patiently on the broadcast. Pallavi, we have talked about this in the past as well, that Congress has been blaming BJP for playing diversionary tactics, and now they have of course thrown this jibe that Prime Minister looks more boggled after the first phase of polling. But at the same time, their two crucial highlights in their Nyay Patra are the caste census as well as the reservation cap. How exactly are they going to justify these two things mentioned in their Nyay Patra?
Well, I think, Sakshi, it's a political gamble which the Congress party is taking by talking about the caste census, knowing that it can trigger off a lot of negative responses. And I'm not just talking about the BJP, because many of the voters also will be wondering that here you talk about a caste-less society. And Rahul Gandhi himself, I remember when he had entered into active politics, in one of his first interviews, and I remember I had spoken to him, he had said that, I want to have an India which does not believe in caste. Now, it's a complete turnaround movement if today he says that I need to have a caste census so that we know that which are the people who are not getting the benefits of the government scheme. So many people, they would not understand why is it someone who is pitching forward, being projected as a representative of young aspirational India, taking a step back and now talking about caste census and bringing caste back into narrative. Second, of course, the manifesto, or the Nyay Patra as it's called, talks about a couple of things. It essentially talks about the BJP government at the center being led and being very favorable to a corporate sector, and saying the benefits of the government is not actually going beyond these few rich people. And that is why we need to redraw the policies of the government so that the SC, ST, backwards, minorities, women also, all of them get benefits. I think that is that comment of Rahul Gandhi later. And this point which is there in the Congress Nyay Patra, where he talks about redrawing, relooking of the government strategy and how the money is distributed, which is what has triggered off this response. I remember I was there with Gyan Bhavan when Dr. Manmohan Singh and Prime Minister had made that statement. The backdrop was very simple. The Sachar Committee report implementation. There were concerns among the minorities that you had promised this and this was not happening. He was addressing a large number of representatives, Dalits, backwards, as well as the minorities. And to them, he was saying that I want all of you minorities to get the first right on the government's decisions and scheme. That is what is now being picked up by the BJP and the Prime Minister to make the point that here is the minority appeasement policy of the Congress party.
Right. Pallavi, Aman and Payal will request you to please stay with us. We have got a reaction.